Duele, como me lo hace, me tiene loco. Quiere que... Dice que tiene el corazón roto. Por eso no me quiere. Baby, me doy cuenta que te amo, que no sé lo que hago sin ti. Yo sé que unos cuantos te hablaron, pero me prefieres a mí. Baby, me doy cuenta que te amo, que no sé lo que hago sin ti. Yo sé que unos cuantos te hablaron, pero me prefieres a mí. Maté media vida solo, esperando el momento a que salgan mis planes, pero creo que lo dejo todo. Esa boca me tiene como envuelto en diamantes y ahora dime de qué sirve el oro, qué sirve este coche y todos estos colgantes. Y tú brillas más que todos esos brillantes, yeah. Demasiado cara para pagarte. Ella me baila, se vuelve loca, quiere agarrarme. Yo estoy mirando como le... Tan bonita que duele, como me lo hace, me tiene loco. Quiere que... Dice que tiene el corazón roto, por eso no me quiere. Baby, me doy cuenta que te amo, que no sé lo que hago sin ti. Yo sé que unos cuantos te hablaron, pero me prefieres a mí. Baby, me doy cuenta que te amo, que no sé lo que hago sin ti. Yo sé que unos cuantos te hablaron, pero me prefieres a mí, a mí.
Tip-off goes to Charlotte. Levine inside the three-point line. That's in there. Love with the assist.
Well, that kind of assist will make you very popular with your teammates. Kevin Love is adept as a big man at putting it on time and on target.
Now, here's Green. Duncan inside. Lays it up and banks it in.
And Duncan just superb when he gets in close to the basket. Has a number of moves to choose from, and that soft, delicate touch near the rim. Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Inside, Duncan. Tim Duncan. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Everyone's focused on Stephen Curry. He's focused on finding the next best shot. What a pretty pass.
Pass to Curry. Back to Irving. Clock at 6. And Stephen Curry with the foul.
Stephen Curry.
That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Charlotte moving the ball around. Here's Levine. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That one on DeRozan.
You know, I like that mentality by Levine, taking it inside, mixing it up a little bit.
And so Levine nails both of them.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Here's Green. Takes it inside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
Well, I love watching Green take it all the way to the rack with his size and speed. He puts a ton of pressure on the defense to foul him.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Free throw drops for Green.
Well, to me, the infectiousness with which Draymond Green plays, it impacts everyone around him. I love that.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Curry outside. Charlotte no good that time either. And here's Duncan. He'll bring it up for East Rutherford. And it's Green with the jam.
And I love the physicality Draymond puts behind this drive. Get in his way at your own risk.
Outside for Robinson.
Hey, yo, right here.
Outside, Green. Shot clock at 6. Down low. It's deflected. Griffin with the steal. Curry with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. Here's Griffin. And Griffin slams it in.
That's Mr. Blake Griffin, out hustling the defense and finishing the play strong. Nicely done.
Here's DeRozan. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
LaVine wide open. Another shot. No good that time. Great D that time from Duncan. Into the lane. And Duncan throws it down.
Yeah, and at 7-1, Duncan is a problem in the paint. Outstanding with his extension there and just hammering it home. That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Now DeRozan, following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving. Back to Green from the corner, and that comes off the assist by Duncan. Green's got 6.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
Here's Duncan. Nails the baby hook. He's got 10. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for East Rutherford.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
Here's Duncan. 10 points for him. Driving in. From the dunk by Duncan.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
It's Curry outside.
And setting the tone with that rejection. Duncan, the defensive anchor of this team.
And so here's Charlotte, trailing by 10. Irving for 3. Tries again. And that one's good. Griffin.
You just get a sense how comfortable Blake Griffin is when he is near the cup. Makes it look effortless.
Here's Duncan. Second shot opportunity. He takes it up and lays it in.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical. Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
To the inside. Duncan.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
There's 10 seconds left to play here in the first. And yes, it's good.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off. Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
Wow, they've come out strong. Control the pace, assert their will. Nice.
And so it's East Rutherford. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. The one goal they had coming into this game was to not... And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And looking at what we've seen, guys, from East Rutherford so far, what do you think?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And a few of those led to quick scores at the other end. Really active first quarter for them.
East Rutherford leading by 11. Outside Curry. Back to DeRozan. Oh! And that one is stuffed right through.
Wow, that vertical is unbelievable. DeRozan pulls off the jam. Those poor defenders. Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm. How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Irving looking for an opening. Levine inside the three-point line. And the rebound goes to Duncan, with the prospect of making a big lead even bigger.
You got to jump at this chance. Stretch that lead out as much as possible. And Draymond is smart at knowing when to shoot the ball, especially when he's got strong position inside.
And part of the show tonight, Doris, Kyrie Irving's phenomenal handle.
Hey, Kevin, if you ask any NBA player who their favorite to watch is, many will come up with the name Kyrie Irving. It's the ability to have that elite handle, the footwork, the creativity, the ability to shoot a jumper, the pull-up, the lay-in. This guy is absolutely amazing.
Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, that's yeoman's work on the glass, and we've become accustomed to it from Draymond Green.
Curry outside. Charlotte again missing.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt. Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Here's DeRozan. And DeRozan throws it down hard.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. That's good from Stephen Curry.
Boy, when you think about Stephen Curry, his style, his shooting, all the abilities have influenced the way we think about the game of basketball. Incredible.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Charlotte calls timeout. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. And Robinson is right there.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
To stop the run. Finley can't get it to go. DeRozan with it. Picked up by Elijah Wan.
Oh, doing his thing right there. DeMar DeRozan flies to the 10 and caps off the drive with a big-time finish.
Left side Curry. Shoots the three. Hakeem Olajuwon grabs the rebound. Pass to Wade. And Charlotte turns it over again.
Ball goes to East Rutherford.
East Rutherford making a switch here.
Substitution for East Rutherford. Number 2, Kyrie Irving.
That'll be a 5-second call.
Charlotte ball.
Up top, Curry. Some nice pass in here by Charlotte. Here's Finley. Williamson. It's good on the putback.
I'll tell you, Zion can do that all night. Terrific offensive rebound.
Green inside the three-point line. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock.
I'm not sure what he was thinking exactly, but he finds a way to convert.
And it goes out of bounds. That went off Robinson.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
And it's East Rutherford's ball. They're on a 19-3 run. Irving can't hit.
Well, terrific defense. They obviously respect his ability and just want to make it tough.
A three-point specialist can't let Curry get any space to fire from the corner. That's a recipe for disaster.
1:12 left to play here in the half. Pass to Finley. Now here's Wade. 5 to shoot. Curry wide open. That falls. Nice speed that time from Dwayne Wade. Curry's got 9 points.
Well, doing it like only he can. Stephen Curry's accuracy is something to watch.
East Rutherford with another miss.
Well, he tries to enter with a three of his own, but he can't do it. You can't get caught up in the one-on-one aspect.
Charlotte shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game. The first one falls.
Boy, from the charity stripe, Stephen Curry will go down as one of the best to ever do it.
East Rutherford leading by 19 points. Here's Irving going inside. Pass to DeRozan. In the corner, Irving with it. Nailed from three-point land. Irving's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Finley. Charlotte no good that time either. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved. A full team effort.
Very few players in the NBA get to the line as often as DeMar DeRozan. There's a bit of an edge to his game. He's not at all afraid.
Taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. No good on the second free throw.
The consistency of DeMar DeRozan throughout his tenure in the NBA, it's incredible how consistently good on the offensive end he has been.
Basket good.
Well, it's easy to say. This guy wanted it more, creating the second chance opportunity and cashing in.
Timeout called, East Rutherford. Here's Irving. And Griffin sends it back.
Boy, don't test Blake. Boy, every move out there on the floor, he's anticipating and sending it back.
And so it's East Rutherford sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. East Rutherford leading by 21. Moment here now for an injury report. Now let's check in with David Aldridge to see how Stephen Curry's doing. David?
Kevin, I caught up with the head athletic trainer for East Rutherford. And this is an unfortunate injury and potentially devastating for them.
All right, David, thanks. Well, guys, certainly not the news his fans were hoping for.
Yeah, not at all. I mean, it sounds like he's got a long road ahead of him in terms of his recovery.
And our hearts go out. Vintage Blake Griffin finish at the cup. One of the best dunkers in NBA history. Big time.
Here's Irving. And such a nice move to make the basket work. Irving's got 5.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, great scorers know how to put the ball in the basket. In this instance, DeMar gets the second chance.
And that one's good. Doncic.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And, boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Here's Curry with the 3. They get it again. They double-team Curry. Here's Irving driving to the basket. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
I could make the case Kyrie Irving is the best ball handler of all time. On the dribble drive, look out.
Outside, Green. Back to DeRozan. It's rebounded by Charlotte. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Irving for 3. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I'd say you have to body him up, but who has the body to keep Kemp from getting where he wants to go?
It's stolen by Curry. From the wing. Good on the shot. And that's 13 points for Stephen Curry. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for East Rutherford. Curry on the wing. 13 points in the game. Pass to Irving from past the arc. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Yeah, but this run started with tighter execution at both ends, and that'll need to be maintained for them to have a chance to take the lead.
Irving misses. Charlotte trails by 18. Here's Curry. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Personal foul.
Yeah, how often do we see when Steph Curry goes to the up fake, the defender goes flying right by him or has to foul?
2 shots.
Stephen Curry hits them both. .152 left in the third quarter. On the wing, DeRozan. East Rutherford with another miss. Here's Charlotte now. They're on a 12-3 run. Irving for 3. A putback, and Griffin stays with it.
Channeling his off-the-charts athleticism. You can't take your eyes off Griffin after the shot goes up.
It's Curry outside. A rebound by Kemp.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Left side, Curry. Beyond the arc. Kemp. Great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
East Rutherford leading by 12. Outside for Curry. Here's DeRozan. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Sean Kemp picks one up right there.
Well, this guy just attacks, gets the defender on their heels. DeMar DeRozan dictating the action on his way to the cup.
And he can't get the first one.
What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And the second free throw, good. There's 49 seconds left to play here in the third. Outside Irving. And it's in there. Irving's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, Kyrie may be the best finishing guard in the history of the game. His ability to contort his body or spin the basketball, ridiculous.
There's the triple. Drops in the tray. Irving's got it back down to within single digits for Charlotte.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
They found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run.
Pass to Irving. From downtown, good, and the assist goes to Doncic. Irving's got 11.
Unbelievable release from Kyrie. Boy, shot ready on the catch.
Out of bounds, Charlotte takes possession.
Not a fan of those kinds of passes.
Allen Houston. Stephen Curry.
Irving for three. Hakeem Olajuwon grabs the rebound.
Charlotte foul.
For East Rutherford, they've had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them.
Team foul. At the line for East Rutherford.
Here's Gugliotta. Yep, it counts. And East Rutherford leads by 10.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. It's East Rutherford up by 10. And when we return, we'll get the 4th quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Charlotte trails by 10. Stolen by Mitchell. And a fast break now for East Rutherford. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Mitchell, understanding that length and athleticism, serves him well on the defensive end. Nicely done.
It's Curry outside. They get the rebound. And Crippen stays with it.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. And Stephen Curry with the foul. That's his first foul. And so here is East Rutherford. 10-point lead. Gugliotta. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Gugliotta's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, this is what he does. Find ways to make his presence felt, then this time on the offensive glass.
How about the hustle on display there? That kind of effort will earn respect from everyone.
They get it back. Kicks it out to Mitchell. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And here we go with Curry running it up the court.
Charlotte foul. Kyrie Irving. First personal foul.
A few possessions into the 4th quarter, just over a minute played. And stolen by Irving. For the 3. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
First team foul.
It's going to be on Kyrie Irving. He hits the second from the line. Makes it, and he continues to shoot well from the line. And so here is East Rutherford. Pass to Mitchell. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And now it's Camp running. He can go all the way.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Kyrie Irving. One shot.
And Olajuwon has got the ball here for East Rutherford. And it's out of bounds to East Rutherford. Oh, we retain possession.
Goes to East Rutherford. Substitution for East Rutherford. Tim Duncan. Draymond Green. Stephen Curry.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. There's the three. Hits the three-point bomb. Houston's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Donovan Mitchell on time and on target. Pretty pass.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones. Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
And once again, off the mark by Charlotte. Time now for an injury report.
Kevin, I caught up with the head athletic trainer for East Rutherford. Oh, that is not what you want to see. It sounds like it's a serious injury.
Thank you, David. Appreciate the update. Never like to see any kind of injury, Greg.
Yeah, it's one of the toughest parts of the game because you have little to no control over it.
Well, we're obviously hoping for a speedy recovery because we know this about this young guy. He simply loves playing the game.
Sinks the three-pointer.
And how many times have we seen this? Curry always has an answer from 3. What timing from Draymond Green. This guy's a sensational athlete who's gotten himself into great shape.
Doncic, no good. East Rutherford leading by 13. Here's Mitchell. The putback. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, just a terrific job of just staying with it. Nice.
Back to Curry. To the middle. Here's Griffin. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Blake Griffin is so strong, folks, that if you foul him, you better hammer him because otherwise it's an and one waiting to happen.
Doncic comes with the double team. Here's Mitchell. And Griffin sends it back. Fast break now for Charlotte. Here's Doncic. Got a piece of it. Here's Duncan. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Here's Gugliotta. The offensive rebound. Duncan. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. On the wing, Irving. From outside the arc. Draymond Green with the rebound.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way because hoisting from 3 is not the answer.
Well, you look up at the scoreboard. The time remaining, this game is effectively over.
Well, you have to appreciate the hard work that went into building this lead. They have been terrific all night. Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
It's good on the putback. And East Rutherford leads by 14.
Well, not sure who was responsible for the block out, but this guy got in there and dug out his points.
Curry with a wide open look. Drills it from outside.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Lets a floater go. And it's Green missing. Irving with the ball. Now defended by Mitchell. The shot's good from Irving.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
Mitchell's shot is good.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
And so it's East Rutherford with the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that about wraps it up for Greg Anthony, Dorisburg.